So let's go... Oh yeah, I suppose we can... Yeah. We might as well do this now, too, because we can now look at... now that Sylvando has joined the party, we can now see what Sylvando has for skills for setup. So we've got swords, knives, whips, litheness, and showmanship. We can't really get to showmanship, and hey, if I'm home, I'll show up. If I'm home, I will show up, because I'll show up, get a voucher from you, and then probably buy another Blizzard on top of it, because it's Miracle Treat Day. Have some ice cream, do some wholesome good. My 285-pound ass will definitely be doing that. Also, we still have like 3 chug-a-lugs we gotta deal with. Okay, so we can't really get to showmanship right now until we go through letheness. Now, I kind of alluded to earlier when talking about Sylvando joining the party and how he's probably going to have to enjoy the bench, is that Sylvando is a master, like jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing. So, I mean, swords, we've already kind of got that covered with the Luminary. And you could probably argue Eric, although Eric is better off with knives. But that's going to lead into another problem that we're going to see right away, unless you were paying attention. So it has Sword Stance, which can do counters or parries, Metal Slash, the Dragon Slash, like your standard bill of fare with swords. Knives. Knives aren't going to be doing much with Sylvando because, I mean, Eric is just infinitely better with knives as is. And he will be getting, he will later get like Victimizer, Cobra Strike. Letheness is sort of his own thing here, is like, he can deal with status ailments, which is kind of nice. There's not a lot that we can really do outside of that. Charm, Tap Dance, Deafness, Charm, Agility, Blank. Showmanship, you have the Fuddle Dance, the Hustle Dance, which we did make use of the Hustle Dance in 8. Dual Wielding, That's Amore, Kiss Me Deadly, Charm. These two, I think, have a bit to do with, like, the Charm stat. The Whip is kind of where I guess you could give him sort of that other, a different role kind of thing. Because Veronica sure as hell isn't going to be using whips. Veronica is a mage. So, I mean, I guess on one hand is, well, we can open up showmanship, but we use the Tap Dance, and then all of a sudden we have no skill, we have no points to do anything. Whereas we go this way. Learn the Hypno Whip. Get the +5. Lashings of Love. And now we at least get into this where Kiss Me Deadly is neutral. Regardless of what weapon we have, Kiss Me Deadly will be helpful for Sylvando. That said, like it, oh my god, yeah, he's a level higher than us still. Okay. So that could be interesting if nothing else. Okay, we'll see if that dude continues on with if he's cool with the order, or if he finds out that, like, oh, this guy's nowhere near me. What am I doing? So we are on the road. We're gonna be on the road heading to Gondolia. Now listen, honey, Gondolia's a long, long way away. You better take this, otherwise we'll be trudging through the desert for days. We can now just summon a horse from wherever. So we are en route to Gondolia, where Sylvando has a ship. Sylvando has a ship that we can use to actually... I should have checked his equipment. So right now he's just got Sylvando's sword, no... Ooh. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is, not great. Why do you not have the shield equipped? What? What? Oh yeah, the hip shaker. Oh, right. You just don't have a shield. You have a shield. Okay, the defense does a little more. That charm, though. That's actually huge for you. Okay, what do we have for money? We might be able to actually buy Sylvando a whip that... Okay, I am, Okay, it looks like Buddy's at least read the where I am. Okay, it's pulling me a Kijiji ad. Oh, it's one of the... You know what? I'll give respect to that. It's one of those Kijiji ads that draws you in with the comedic story. Like I see those all over. I see those like over Reddit and what have you, where it's like normally it's like a dirt bike. It's like either a dirt bike or it's a dirt bike or like a 1980s car. But all the same. Oop. We have a level up at the forge. Booyah. Oh. That's it. Hold on. Oh, right. I don't have any of that, and I don't have any of that. That is tragic, because that would be super handy right about now. Ick and oof. All right. Well, there's a reason I called you here. The Battle Whip, which gives Sylvando the same level of power that he would have with one of the swords. Crud. Okay, well, that could be a problem. Oh my god! Sylvando, because the Wayfarer's clothes suck. Yeah, I'll hawk the copper chopper for now. Hawk the leather hat. Pawn off the copper sword. And now we pick up the battle whip for Sylvando, so that if we have to call him into battle for... And he can no longer use the shield. The whip is apparently a two-hand weapon. Okay, but how though? Oh, that's how. Okay, that would do it. Crap. See, I figured he'd maybe wield it sort of like how Jessica wields it, where it's all coiled up and can one-hand it, and then have a shield in the other hand. But no, unfortunately, Mr. Flair for the dramatic here is gonna be like, oh, I don't need that shield, darling. I can handle this. And then he proceeds to get his ass whooped and finds out, maybe I can't handle this. Okay, let's upgrade the battle. What the hell? Okay, whatever. I guess we're building the battle whip a little better. Oh my god! Let's see if we can baby tap this. Dang it. That's still not bad, though. +2? I can roll with that. Alright, let's quickly save here. We have, like, no money. I just like how the rectification thing is an option despite us having, you know, no money to rectify the skill points that we have. Alright, so we are now looking for a golden cactus. Do I think this fight is going to go well? Nope. I think we are going to get our head caved in if we try it. They're too stunned to move. Nice. Nice. Ow. Actually, you know what? Did some respectable damage. That did some respectable damage for somebody who has absolutely no, like, magic might. Serena has magical mending, which means she can heal you super good, but her her magical offense is not great. Counterpoint, her twin sister Veronica, she's not going to heal you. She is in the business of burning monsters alive, butchering them however she can. Yoink! Dang it. Well, if they live through this, I'll try stealing something again. No! She is not a cleric. Veronica is not a cleric. She is the pharmacy. Serena is the pharmacy. Veronica is the pharmacy. It's like 2.5 of these we gotta get down. Although now, too, as we've discovered, now that she's learned Whoosh, Serena can at least defend herself now. Other one bites the dust. Dead, dead, dead. Another one bites the dust. Dang it. We are in the ad break, but yeah, we are looking for a golden cactus. Somehow I feel like it is going to be a very annoying slog to... Oh, hey, 2 of 3, nice. And shank. I also like how currently right now Eric is wielding the poison moth knife. How long in 8 did we have Jessica running the poison moth knife when we didn't have her with her, like, her ultimate staff? Welcome back to those coming out of the ad break. Also because we gave up on the whip as soon as we found out the best whip in the game is locked behind the casino. It's like, absolutely not. Dang it! Let's do this. Yoink! A Duneberry. Whatever. Ow! I love that if Veronica decides to not use her magic, she just like either overhead clubs them with her staff or swings it like a baseball bat.
It's only good. Yoink.
Helps with the light. Much appreciated. Please cook these things. And 2 out of 3. Probably can do this.
Another one bites the dust.
Alright, unfortunately that is all of the cacti here. We have to basically reset the... We kind of got to reset the room here. They, I don't believe the golden cacti actually show up in, excuse me, the sand where we fought the Slayer of the Sands there. So we basically have 5 chances to try and find this thing, and then we got to reset the room because they will respawn. I would have had I guess 6 chances, I guess. Uh-oh. We try not to get murdered, Serena. That's what we do. Yoink! Dang it. Starch them. Shield. And clean sweep. Clean sweep. How about now? Damn it. Game, you know what we're looking for. Go to sleep. Ow. Whiff. Just do this now, and then I'll just use some of her magic to heal everybody out of battle. Before that other cactus even has a chance to fight me. Oh, I hear you. Damn it! How hard is it to find one golden cactus? Which is gonna end up turning, which honestly is gonna turn to like a Dark Souls fight as soon as that thing actually shows up. Like, I'm talking an awful lot of trash for something that is about to obliterate me as soon as it shows up. Because that thing is tough. That cactus is going to be tougher than $2 steak. Well, speak of the devil. Speak of the devil, guess who just walked into the room? Let's see if I can put this thing to sleep. No. Okay. Okay, that did some... Yep. It's a... Oh, cool, and it gets to move twice. I did compare them to, like, shiny Pokemon, except they have a more likely chance to show up. They're also a lot stronger than the rank and file enemies that you face here. Okay, good. Now we're just down to him. That's fine. That's fine. I can deal with this. Okay, solid damage, solid damage. Let's buff you because you also have the... Oh, you know what I should do? Now I'm thinking about... Ah, okay, good. Nice defense. Rubble Rouser. A little bit of extra damage over time. Okay. Okay, he's in the yellow now. Serena is starting to run out of pep power. That's not ideal. Let's heal Eric. Critical healing, nice. I don't want to know what that deadly dance was gonna do if it actually hit. Go to sleep. Damn it. Alright, shoulda went to sleep. Get cooked alive. Shoulda went to sleep. Get blown away.
Who else wants some?
Not bad, eh?
Not bad at all, Veronica. Not bad at all. Can you? No. Nope. Bugger. Alright. A rousing ring. I suppose I probably could have done that as well. Like, I should have maybe... Well, on one hand, I maybe should have seen if there was something that I could have stolen from him using Eric's half-itch. But, counterpoint, I kind of needed him to be able to do damage. I needed him to keep doing damage on it because he was doing objectively the best damage physically. And if Veronica were to fall for some reason of her being a squishy mage, we were going to need something that could do damage. And Eric is very much in the business of the hurt business. We hurt people, as he would say. Hey, I've got a golden globule for you. By the sands, a golden globule. Is it not so much more charming than the ordinary cactus? And its texture appears to be perfect. This is something for the most satisfying cutlet indeed. Yeah, this guy wanted me to go and kill a golden cactus that takes forever to spawn. All because he wanted a better cut of cactus for a cactus cutlet at his bar that serves off-brand Jim Beam, Jack Daniels, Weisers, and Gibsons, because you're going to need a lot of whiskey to eat a cactus steak or a cactus chop. Perhaps I just sample a small piece of raw. Oh, it's so rich and juicy, and so very sharp, just as a cactus should be. My sunglass brother in Erdrea, what the fuck is wrong with you? My cactus cutlets will soon taste better than ever. Of that I'm certain. Hey, by the way, that is a really finite thing that you have. I'm not gonna be here forever. How do you plan on getting more of these? Because surely you're not gonna ask for Prince Ferris to go and do it. 1,000 thank yous, friend. You have improved the lives of cutlet lovers everywhere. Please, let me give you this in return. The Trickster. Golden globes are not the only rarefied forms of regular monsters. Seeking others out would provide you a valuable experience, I am sure. Yeah, this dude just wanted a better cactus steak. Or a better cut of cactus meat? I guess they are sentient and they're attacking us, so I guess they would have some form of like, yeah, I guess like meat? I don't know. I'm trying to compartmentalize here what this moron is thinking, and the more I do it, the more it's gonna make my head hurt. Still have no idea what that does. Trickster. Oh. Okay, so that allows me to dodge. I don't speak it. I just am one. It doesn't inherently mean I can speak the language. Like, yes, I'm bilingual, but my bilingualness is English and profanity. I'm not from Nova Scotia, where it's the only bilingual province in the country. She does have some fairly, she does have zingers. Okay, look. I know Veronica is female. I know she's, in story, Serena's twin sister. Nope, Quebec is French. Quebec is French, and if you are like predominant English in Quebec, you are like lower than dirt. Most places, most times, you are lower than dirt. Yeah. Like, Quebec is super, like, understandably French, but it's fine. But it's their general disdain and, like, constantly looking down on the English language and that, like... No, they're not. Like, I mean, kinda, sorta, it's like... But it's like... it's like federal government buildings and like federal government services, and that's it. Where it's like 50-50. Everything else is like predominantly French, and then almost like fine print style is English, so they're complicit. I say that as Branson and I kind of struggled through the Montreal airport. Branson was in the grade that had to take mandatory French lessons in school. I was the grade above it. So, like, my class, we never had to do French. The class below me could kind of, like, pick and choose. Branson's class didn't have a choice. They had to do French. So... Well, I'm certainly not going to ask him about French, say, now, because that knowledge is probably not retained. Few too many rebuilt motors. But he certainly will be able... He could probably maneuver his way around a predominantly French anything better than I ever will. And I would argue that that would continue to apply with my other two younger brothers as well. The three of them will outmaneuver me in French anything. Nova Scotia is English and French. Or was it? Oh, wait a minute. That might be Prince Edward Island. I know it's one of the maritime provinces right on the Atlantic Ocean there. I know it's one of them. I tend to say Nova Scotia, but it might actually be Prince Edward Island. Because I know it's not Newfoundland. I know it's not Newfoundland and Labrador. It is an unholy abomination of English with the thickest accent of God knows where and God knows what. But you'll know it when you hear it. the Newfoundland and Labrador accent is very prominent. You know. And I know there's some that's like they come from there, they don't have the accent. They either left or early, or they were able to adapt to where they were. But for some of them, you know exactly the moment they came off the rock. They came off the rock, came out to work, and it's like, buddy, I need a translator for you, and I know the worst part is I know you're speaking English, but I need a translator. Because what in God's green earth are you talking about? Make sure Veronica can't go to sleep, and then... I'll give that to you. Okay, another 1,000 coins. That would be the yellow orb. Or the yellow eye. A precious stone that yields a vivid yellow light. We found it out in the desert after we beat the Slayer of the Sands. It's a material, which means it's used in the forge for something, but I do not remember what that something is because it has been 5 years and buckets of alcohol between now and when I played this game in camp at the beginning of my return to the Trans Mountain. Penguin, it's been more than a bathtub. Like, I believe I believe our boy Kendrick might have a song about it, something like a swimming pool. Look, there's been a bunch of weddings, one of which was my own brother's. There were a lot of nights where the foreman, my best friend, myself, we would just either leave the camp, or when we weren't at camp, we'd just go to like a sports bar or whatever, get completely pie-eyed. There was infamously the night that Hunter was done with the job that he was on and was going home for his wedding and his stag. But he was working way south of where I was in BC, so he used my place to stop, and the plan was to stop, maybe have a beer, maybe have a couple beers or whatever, and sleep. Well, that plan turned into a case of beer, 2 bottles of whiskey, and 6 a.m. in the morning later, and neither of us had went to sleep. I had to work that morning. He had to go home. That idiot somehow made his way to Valemont, made a 2-hour drive before he decided, okay, maybe I actually need to sleep. I didn't even go to work that day. The guy who had my crew truck showed up, and he was coming down from a little bit of the Colombian nose candy, a little bit of the disco dust, and he's like, dude, you can't go to work. Like, I'm fine. No, you're not. And he left me. And then they got shut down because we were doing like cleanup and reclamation stuff, which when you're trying to restore things back to at least how it was when we showed up, if not better, on a highly scrutinized public project, it's kind of hard to do that when it starts pouring buckets. And it had been raining most of the night that Hunter and I were drinking anyway. Did that give me a whole like, oh, rain day, I don't gotta go to work? I was like, no, I'm sober, only I have to go to work. But then I get a phone call at 10:30 from my foreman and my buddy, and they're like, oh, you didn't even bother to show up to work? I'm like, you guys are phoning me. Which means either y'all didn't go to work either, or we got shut down. He's like, yeah, we got shut down. I'm like, yeah, I'm not that stupid. I know the site that we're at has no cell service. I'm not that dumb. I also know that, yeah, I screwed up and probably should have, been at least somewhat capable to get to work that day. Okay, Okay, so we got 1,000 in the bank again. We've got a little bit better setup for everybody. Let's try and get to Gallipolis. I appreciate that you think I'm still young. It gives me hope. It gives me hope until violent letdown reminds me that, no, you're not, boy. Nice try, though. Hey, wait, where's the... Oh, you know what? It's probably in here. Yeah, the horse hailer. I have a horse! Well, no, that's just mean. A caveman wouldn't ride a horse. Nice. I guess on the other hand is like I do kind of get like a minor pop when it's like when somebody at a liquor store IDs me. It's like, you think I'm young enough to need to be ID'd? And then they look and see that my driver's license, the birth date starts with 1-9, and they're like, oh. Oh, you too, huh? May of 2011. May of 2011, I got my diploma. July of 2011, I was out pipelining. Greetings, my name is Hakim. Please pardon my impertinence, but I assume you're making your way to Gondolia. Can you help me? I have a sister, you see. Her name is Akia, and she works at a bakery in the city. It seems she's been very busy of late, and has been unable to come home, and as a result, as such, I've written her a letter. Still went blue collar AF. Would you be able to deliver the letter on her behalf? On my behalf? The cutting edge kit. Ooh, okay. That sounds like that's gonna be some useful recipes. That's gonna be a good little piece of business here. Oh, praise the sands. Only one with a truly kind heart would agree to assist a stranger in this matter. Here's the letter. I do not need to tell you this, of course, but its contents are important. Do not lose it. Also, wait a minute. If I remember this quest line correctly, I think you're lying to me. She's not your sister. Which if this is the case, why would you... So we're at a bakery in the northwestern part of Gondolia. Most grateful you could deliver the letter. Okay, look, there's either some weird, like, Arkansas shit going on here, or, you're lying to me. Beyond this checkpoint lies the Laguna de Gondolia. Only those with express permission from His Excellency, the most exalted Sultan, may pass. Do you possess evidence that he has granted you such permission? Here's the letter from the Sultan. Well, now, let's see. Yes, this is His Excellency's seal, then you may pass. Don't remind me. Don't remind me. It hurts her as much as it does me. And aren't you the same damn age as me too? Fuck off. Fuck off, Amarilla. Like, Emerald, aren't you one? You're only 1 or 2 years. I believe it's only like 1 or 2 years north or south. The only ways that I like care about the passage of time or whatever is looking at shit like Pokemon Emerald was 21 years ago. Or what music is showing up on classic rock radio stations. Like, for Christ's sakes, Linkin Park's Meteora. Linkin Park's Meteora is probably being played on classic rock radio stations right now. Welcome back, those coming out of the ad break. Yeah, because that was 2001. That was like GameCube release, and when I first got the GameCube. It is lost in Mount Fusion. Continue along the road and eventually you'll come to Gondolia itself, the world's greatest trading port. I wish you a safe journey. Like, outside of Canada, and I need to specify outside of Canada for a reason, Nickelback's The Long Road, with tracks like Someday, Figured You Out, Feeling Way Too Damn Good, would be on classic rock radio stations. I say I have to specify outside of Canada because within Canada we have the whole thing of the CRTC, and I have genuinely heard Burn It to the Ground, which was released in 2000. Oh, the album was in 2010. But again, CRTC, 50% Canadian content, you kind of got to do some swings and roundabouts with that at times. Yeah, the Gorillas. Clint Eastwood. Well, no. I was gonna say, Clint Eastwood, the song, might be near as old as Clint Eastwood himself, but no, that's a... And yeah, that album was good. That album was good. Like, I'm gonna sidebar here for a second while we're at camp, and for my Canadian kids, and that, it is time to take a little journey down a Canadian staple, and that is Big Shiny Tunes. Specifically, if we're going to go Big Shiny Tunes, we gotta talk about Big Shiny Tunes 8, which is around the time that here's where we're looking at here. Track 1, Somewhere I Belong, Linkin Park. Off of Meteora. Okay, we're off to the races. And then we take a bit of a dive here with Jane's Addiction's comeback with Just Because. Okay, I mean, fine, I guess. Girls Not Grey, AFI. Dosed by the Red Hot Chili Peppers off of that would have been By the Way. That would have been the By the Way album. Which yeah, that's pretty good. Then Go With the Flow, Queens of the Stone Age. I can't remember if it's Songs for the Deaf or Songs for the Dead is the name of the album proper. But what I can say for certain is that entire album rips. And then, my God, you want to talk about angry teenager music? Back to back, you get, and Canadian, you get two Canadian bands back to back for angry teenagers. You get I Hate Everything About You by 3 Days Grace and the Hell Song by Sum 41. Try and bring it back with a more cheery pop punk number with Swing Swing by the All American Rejects. Some more Canadianness with Where Have All the Good People Gone by Simple Plan and Addicted by Simple Plan. You kind of really keep the Canadianness going here for a while because you've got Point to Prove from Theory of a Dead Man from the same album that gave us Nothing Could Come Between Us and Make Up Your Mind. Been and done ahead of time. Bye Bye Boyfriend, Fifi Dobson, Flat on the Floor by Nickelback, the same album that gave us Someday, Figured You Out, yada yada yada. Then you get Headstrong by Trap, which as a song itself is great, but frontman from the band can absolutely go and do one. He's kind of a douchebag. Then you get Not By Choice, Coldplay, and then you get another Canadian staple, Give Up the Grudge. And that's the 2003 iteration. You also have Get Loose by the Salads. Certified double platinum in Canada on July 22nd, 2004. 200,000 units pushed in...
Oh, son of a bitch! What?
And that was 2 months. Fair. Fair. Epic all the same, but fair. We gotta dehydrate because, you know, Backbreaker Gaming doesn't need to get monetized for this. Backbreaker Gaming doesn't need to get monetized for a couple of videos here. Welcome to my alcoholic freefall. Hey, sometimes you just gotta, like, as crude as this is about to sound, sometimes you just gotta play the field. You find the open space and you play the field. It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta play the field. If you're gonna commit to the bit, sometimes you just gotta play the field. Now, as we rest this camp here for a second, and by the way, Penguin, you are correct. I saw them live at, I forget what it's called now, and I don't really care to remember what it's called now, but previously it used to be called the Shaw Conference Center. Saw Godsmack at the Shaw Conference Center here in Edmonton several years ago, right around the time of 1,000 Horsepower. When that album came out was when I saw them here, and yeah. Ooh. Okay, so I was thinking it was this one. Like, Personally, I'm trying to figure out between there's two of the big shiny tunes that, like, which one is the better for me? Okay, that's awesome, Amarella. That's sick. Insane. I'm pretty sure it's only 8 straight. Is it not? Like, this one I'm pretty sure was to make it 8 straight. Well, I'll be damned. Nope, I'm wrong. I will shut up now. I will shut up on that. And now getting back to the... You really looking for, like, a... Let's say, are you really looking for a hot take that is going to get me yelled at thing? Because the more we pour here, the more likely a hot take that is going to get WalkerPipeGuy yelled at is bound to happen. Yeah, I think I might have just been going off of the whole Sportsnet thing when it was based on the homestand. But yeah, they'd have won a game or two. They won a couple games. Oops. And now the horse is just wandering around. Well, because now I'm kind of like... So, like, I'm kind of... So, like, I'm going through the, like... I'm going through a bunch of the song lists of the big shiny tunes. And, like, I'm gonna put a little bit of my personal bias into this because... The first one that I ever actually listened to was 5. So the first 4, I didn't really have much of a thing toward. Although looking at the the song lists on them, they were pretty great. That said, if I'm picking one right off, if I'm just gonna, like, I guess, gun to my head, take one. they kind of do. Well, the one behind the wall behind me does. The one to the other side of me either does not realize or has moved past the fact that when my dishwasher flooded my own condo, it kind of flooded theirs in the process. Because they seemed pretty cordial whenever they were out having like margaritas or whatever on their deck, and I was grilling steaks. Like, they were all just sitting out there, lawn chairs, having margaritas, and they're like, "Oh, you're cooking supper." I'm like, "Well, yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure I accidentally flooded your place, so I'm just gonna put this steak on the grill and get the fuck out of Dodge because I don't want to engage in a conversation longer than I have to, because that's gonna show up in conversation." But yeah, gun to my head, if I'm picking a Big Shiny Tunes, I'm picking Big Shiny Tunes 6 for 2 songs. The first song is its lead song, and if you want to have an album kick off on a good note, you know what's the best way to do that? How about Linkin Park's One Step Closer? Like, if you're putting out an album for... Really? Fine, I guess I'll get off my horse. One Step Closer, and then a few tracks later, you get arguably the song behind arguably the greatest hype package in WWF WWE history, and you get the My Way hype package. Like, there's still, like, there are still some great Big Shiny Tunes the later on you go, but there is a point where it does kind of fall off. Also, why are there a whole host of other things that weren't here before? All right. Restless Armor, Muddy Hands, and the Splatty Punk. You were what I attacked, so go to sleep. Damn it. So you were what I attacked, so go to sleep. They did not go to sleep. Time for a defiance of all logic. Ground Meat Lightning. Oh, y'all are dead. Pimp Slap. Oh, that did 1 damage. Okay, so much for Operation Pimp Slap. That didn't work. How about Operation Go to Sleep? And now it's time to be cruel. You already see where this is going. Sword? I'm assuming sword? Yeah. Yeah, like I've got the Cruiserang in the back pocket right now because I think that's the best boomerang that I can have. So I've got the Cruiserang in the back pocket if need be, but just for pure stopping power right now, the knife has more damage. And plus, there is a long game sort of goal with Eric's knife skills that will, oh hey, you're a yellow one, you might have a thing for me. Time waits for no man, but we have a plan. It may require a caravan. Tickety tick tock, why visit the Luminary? I was just indulging in the spot of singing. Helps lift the spirits, don't you know? Allow me to pass on the password I found. So yes, for those that weren't here earlier, these little bastards here are the tockles. The ones that are, if they aren't like a light blue, they will remain in the world and not disappear on you, and they will give you a password, which will allow you to go to games of Dragon Quest's past and somebody, some enemy, some sort of thing has decided to try and rewrite history. It is our job to rewrite the rewriting to make sure that history ends up as was. Like, if memory serves me correctly, I want to say that, like, there's one involving, like, using Dragon Quest VIII as an example. There's one involving the Felix Chateau, where we got the ability to ride the Saber Cats and have Battle Cat take us wherever we needed to go. And then I believe there's also one involving Jessica and her mother. Because those two at the beginning of the game were kind of at odds with each other. I think we kind of got to put Jessica back on the path of kick rocks, Mom. I've got things I need to do. We can now visit the observatory. I have no idea where that's going to be. Because it basically goes to all of the Dragon Quest games up to this point, except for I think 10. Maybe 9, I don't know. Now, if memory also serves me correctly, in here, there is a... Okay, I can't walk on that. I want to say there is a rideable monster. A were-tiger. Buddy, you just skinned a tiger and, like, bro, that's kind of fucked up. It's like, you're just... Maybe you're a demon? He is not a demon. Okay, not great. You know, he's probably weak to flames, though. Yeah, he's at least neutral to them. Fireball. Yeah, okay, as long as Veronica doesn't die. If Veronica doesn't die herself by her lack of defense, Veronica will just dust whatever comes in our general direction. Oh dear. Okay, so we are here. We are on the right path. We do need to kind of march toward Gondolia, which honestly should be just this way. We can avoid fights. We can choose the path of peace for now because oh, there it is. Well, we were going to choose the path of peace, but now we are going to choose the path of aimless dicking around because we can now punt. We can now punt this Midnight Horknight off of his noble steed and take it for ourselves. Okay, you muddy hand bastard. You're gonna be a bit of a problem. Alright, so we'll deal with this the only way I know how. Excellent.
Another one bites.
Technically not hands, more magic. Oh, new spell. Wake up sleeping allies, I'm assuming?
Oh, goodness.
Ooh, new spell for Serena. Fizzle. I believe that's, you can't use magic? Okay, it just isn't going to show these at all. That's fair, I'm pretty sure. Well, them hands got them hands. Increase crit chance on knife. Look, I know I want dual wielding, but... Yeah! Oh. You're not gonna let me fly, like, proper fly, so what the hell am I doing here? Goodies? I am 2 party members away from ever having to deal with the mini medals. Oop, there's more goodies. All this is letting me do is move faster. Oh no. Okay. I heart iron armor. We can now make iron helmets, iron cuirasses, and a suit of iron armor. Well, ain't that just swell? Ha! Can't get me on the water, jackass. 5 perfectionist pearls. Cool. Something that I can use for the forge at least, and the last little bit of probably goodies that I can need here before I have to go and bugger off to the next town. Which, oh hey, speak of the devil. We are pretty much at the next town. Kind of dumb question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. If I just like hard focus that, could I bang that out in one? Could I bang that out in one stream? Could I bang that out in one stream? Multiple? Oh. Well, I believe kind of based on my putzing around doing some of the side missions today, just to get some of them started, because that also gives synergy stuff. I think they're at 30. I think he's at 39. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that might get interesting then. That might get a little funky. But hey, speaking of funky, welcome to Gondolia.
What a beautiful place. It feels as though the whole town is bobbing up and down on the waves.
So this is Gondolia, huh? I heard there were some big scores to be had here. Rich merchants from all over the world, ships full of treasure, you name it.
And there's our bandit boy Eric.
Don't tell me you're some kind of millionaire.
Oh, come now, Ronnie, darling. You know it's not polite to pry. All right. The docks are in the southwest of the town. Last one there's a rotten egg.
I'm pretty sure there's something that's immediately stymieing me from this. Is like, uh-oh. Welcome back, those coming out of the ad break. We immediately got a problem as, well, we just had a kid run away from us in absolute terror. Which worries me that perhaps Heliodor's finest, might know I'm here and have began to cause problems. I'm a seller of weapons from all over the world, Elora. Welcome to the weapon shop. What can I get you? You're poor. So we have the rapier, which it's better than the sword I currently have, but not going to be much better. The broad sword, which, my god, is just going to make him hit like a bus, but is going to sacrifice a bit of defense. The poison moth knife, the crucerang, the posy pole, the wizard staff, which is worse than, well, starting worse than what Veronica has, but with using the forge will make it better. The steel lance, which not really anybody's gonna be able to use. I mean, technically Serena can, but Serena does not exactly have the greatest. Oh. About that. Serena can outpower the Luminary. Just in attack power. With that, okay, I might have to shut up now. Serena might actually, be it not for her healing magic being super helpful and being somewhat boosted by using the wands. Yeah, if I wanted to go with the balls out approach, give her a spear and just be like, all right, who needs healing? I don't need to be I don't need healing if there's nobody there that can harm me. And the battle whip, which is, well, no, that's the same whip that we got for Sylvando earlier. We just have a boosted version of it. That might actually be the same with the wizard staff. So there is an entire load of basically bugger. Oh, right. Yeah. So wizard staff, we're already locked up on that. I suppose we could probably give Serena a slightly better wand? If we had the money? How much for the 740? Okay. I might actually be able to make something. I might be able to make some chicken salad out of this. Go to the equipment bag. And never mind, that was an entire load of SFA, but we know we need, well, I know we have 1,000 in the bank. So we need another 800 to get the broader sword. We'll sacrifice some of the Luminary's defense for offense for what's upcoming. Oh, so you could just, you know, just balloon him up on the gas. Benvenuti, a Gondolia. Welcome to our town. Here you can buy the famous products from all over the world. Of course it is. Of course it is. You're better at managing assets than... You are infinitely better than managing assets than I am. I tend to come from the camp of, fuck it, we ball. You want to visit the dock? It's in the west part of the city. Maybe it's better to check a map, no? No, I was looking for a conveniently blue-haired dude with a matching blue beard to give me the answers that I need. Now, armor. You take the sea journey? Hey, mate, the ocean is a dangerous place. You must buy armor from the shop, see? Welcome to the armor shop. What can I get for you? You're dirt poor. But we can get... Oh my god, we can give Veronica a cat hat. We can turn Veronica into... We can give Veronica a kitty cat outfit as opposed to the boar outfit. And it actually has better defense. Well, I did chuck 1,000 gold in the bank. So I've at least got that. But I also tend to throw money at weapons. And I also, at least for the sake of content and story progression, I'm avoiding I'm kind of avoiding actively fighting everything that I can. In order to kind of try and keep things moving a little faster, I'm not just outright brawling with everything that I can and getting a dump truck full of money. Which, actually, now that I think about it, with what I know is upcoming, is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to, you know, spend some time brawling with some stuff. Because I know there's a certain boss fight coming up that is about to kick me right square in the head. Where I'm gonna I need to add minimum armor on this. And I think I'm pretty much out of stuff to sell that isn't like in the camp of, if you sell this, you may not get it back. Apparently I can get Templar uniforms again. That, or the game has just gotten to the point of like, you're ignoring this anyway, so like nuts to it. Actually, hold on, let me check that, because I think it's not the Silk Robe. Okay, so that, while I'm sure the Silk Robe is probably not going to be useful for anything other than just like early game fodder, Veronica still has one, right? Yeah, Veronica still has one. I can get rid of one of them. Noted. And it kind of looks like there is, yeah, there's bugger all in the item bag that I can really sell. No, I don't want to sell anything else. What? Do I at least? Oh yeah, no, her highlight fucking rules. Her highlight rules. I guess I'll give Serena a pair of bunny ears, just because it's better than a headband. Remember, we do still have $1,000 in the bank. Oh, wait a minute. No, I think this is like, this part's probably fine to go and do this, but there is more story progression stuff that is eventually going to... I can put Serena in that? I know I can put spoiler character in that. Matter of fact, it's almost a prerequisite for a certain other thing that happens way later.
Won't let us into the docks.
It's nothing personal. The docks are off limits for everybody now. It's because of la competizione.
I'll be honest with Serena, probably not.
I guess we just have to sit tight till this contest thing is over, huh?
See, is the only choice. I am sorry, but Signor Universo is molto, molto importante event for people of Gondolia.
Signor Universo, you say? Now that sounds like fun. Tell me more, honey. I'm all ears.
Naturalmente, Signor Universo is for men of all ages. The winner, he must be powerful like the waves, graceful like the breeze, and deep like the sea. La competizione is the reason why Gondolia is so filled with the strong and admirable men at this moment.
Well, I am strong, deep, and whatever as a prairie slough in the middle of southwestern Alberta, but I reckon I can get the job done.
Who's with me? Come on, you know you want to.
I'm not that bothered about whatever silly contest they're having, but I am quite peckish. I'd love to try a few local treats.
Seriously? We're not here on holiday, you know. We're supposed to be looking for the rainbow. Right, Serena?
Eric, if you're...
She just scuttles over.
But I'm really rather hungry myself. Well, we can't eat
Oh,
until
poor
the
Eric.
contest is over anyway.
Eric is trying to keep the mission on the tracks, and everyone else is like, kick rocks.
I don't believe this.
Dude, this is the second time this has happened.
We're kind of in a hurry here, and we really need to get to the dock. Do you know who's in charge of this contest?
Naturalmente, the person in the charge is Dojo Rotondo. He is in the charge of everything in our town. His villa is in the northeast part of Gondolia. You must speak with him. He is so much a kind man. Molto gentile.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Let's go ask this Doge guy to let us into the docks.
Tried to buy some new shoes, but all the ones I liked were far too big for me. All the children's ones were ridiculous. What's wrong with these stupid people? Don't these cakes look delicious? We don't have anything like that back home. They just look like little clouds, but I wonder how they taste. Probably too sweet for me, would they? I'll leave it for now. Have the cake. Have the cake. Have the cake. Okay, so there is a whole load of more SFA that we really can't do with this. I have no idea where Sylvando ran off to, and at this point, I'm not overly bothered. He seems to be able to handle himself in the event of shit hitting the fan. But what I do need to do is immediately go to the inn. We're also gonna eventually JRPG hero all of the houses here. You're not wrong. Like, I don't know what's the best way to describe it other than, like, bi-chaotic, where he will just go after whatever. He'll go after whatever, but it's never in, like, a deviant manner. It's like, he's always well-meaning, but it's just like, his preference is yes. Welcome to the inn. Oh shit. We can't even stay. Can't even stay at the fucking inn. Shit, we have no money. Shit, we have no money. We had to go beat up something.